Thank you for watching. My name is Tennille Little, and if you knew my grandmother Marlena Shaw, then you know of me and my mother, April Bradshaw. And you've probably noticed our unlikely and curious silence after Nana's passing. We thank you for all your love, support, and well wishes. We really do. This has been a hard one, as you all know, how intertwined and inseparable the three of us have always been. I am so very sorry to report that I am only speaking out at this time because Marlena Shaw's ace, her daughter, her beloved daughter, April Bradshaw, has been the victim of severe abuse at the hands of her siblings who covet her inheritance. I'm providing hard evidence in this video to establish my claims. I cannot believe that this is our story or that we have to attach Nana's memory to such a scandal, but this is happening right now, and we do need your help. Here's my mother, trembling from tremors. This is a result of all the terrors that she endured at the hands of her brother and sisters. You can even see her face twitching in multiple areas. They abused her into a bedridden state. The screams from her nightmares would tear your heart in two. I've tried local authorities and other organizations to no avail. They tell me these types of cases can move slowly, but we are out of time now and we need your help. My mother and grandmother were isolated after my grandfather's sudden death in 2020 by estranged family members who had their eyes on the Marlena Shaw estate, taking advantage of my grandmother's heavy heart that triggered mental decline and a new tendency to withdraw. They moved in quickly and pushed me out of the picture fast. They wouldn't allow me to visit my grandmother or my mother in person for nearly 2 years. I would have to send the police to the house for well checks when I wouldn't hear from them. It was a nightmare. I finally regained access to them as Nana was approaching her final months and our relatives didn't want to do the heavy lifting that came along with someone nearing their end. So they asked me to move in as a paid caretaker for my mom and grandmother. It was then that I found my mother in a horrible shape, sleeping in a room with straps on the bed and a door that locked from the outside. As I made arrangements for my mother to get help, my uncle Douglas Bradshaw and his wife Denise Bradshaw kept shutting it down. When I took it upon myself to rehabilitate her, they'd sabotage our efforts, and here's what that looked like. Broken walker, broke for no reason, missing parts, brake broken. We start taking my mother out for walks. And the wheelchair brakes. Missing piece right here. See that piece there so that it stops, so that the brake works. They remove the brakes. Backup wheelchair. They just take the big wheel off completely. Tired of these people. Tired of their abuse. Waiting on my mother to die. Every time we try to get her up and on her feet. All this broken equipment. We're going to put a thing of, I believe it's going to be a successful week for you. We're doing new supplements. We're finally exercising, getting back on our feet. Yay. And we are going to, you gave it a real good effort last time, and we had some interference from your relatives, and you ended up hurting yourself. That's okay. I know, we can't talk about it because we're black people don't get into it. But anyway, what we're saying is we're going to go for it again. And we'll be bleep, 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 bleep if we have interruptions again. Okay. Hey, look. Perfect. My uncle and his wife took over April Bradshaw's finances, medical cards, and all her affairs without her consent. She has never granted guardianship or given power of attorney to anyone. Through abuse, terror, and intimidation, they assumed full control of her money, from Social Security disability payments to her inheritance, which includes multiple streams of income, property, land, stocks, and bonds, and royalty checks that Douglas Bradshaw forced my mother to open a joint account with him in order to receive these checks, an account to which my mother has no information about or access to because Douglas and Denise claim that they are guarding her money. They are not allowing her to spend a single penny of her inheritance that could be going towards restoring her health and living the way that her mother set her up to. This is what has been happening to Marlena Shaw's beloved daughter, April, the one her friends, fans, and fellow musicians knew to be the apple of her eye. Nana would be devastated to see this happening. In addition to the abuse, the house was being torn apart with holes in the ceilings and walls that would leak horrible sewage smells into the home. Jobs would start and be left undone, while my aunts and uncle would accuse each other of collecting insurance checks. When strange fumes started filling the house, I called Southwest Gas, and they deemed the home hazardous with potentially fatal fumes venting into the home. Our relatives refused to remedy the problem. I kept the house well ventilated to offset the issue as best I could, but my family and I needed to get out of the house and fast. It's like my mother was being forced out of her inheritance one way or the next. This past January, an issue of supposed asbestos arose shortly after the gas leaks. Workers came by and said they needed to start tearing into more walls and ceilings immediately. I gave them pushback and told Douglas, who inherited the family residence along with my mother and Adrian Little, to hold off until I could get us relocated to prevent exposure. He agreed, but he didn't think that I had a way to afford to get us out of there because he lied about paying me to be a caretaker, and he had all my mother's resources tied up. We were supposed to be broke and stuck, and we were. But a student loan came through and it was right on time. My mother was very sick at this point, and Nana's house had become a hazardous war zone. We took the loan for living expenses and secured a temporary place. This was late February. It's now May 12th, 2025, and we're all out of money and only have a place secured until the morning of May 19th. My mother is terrified of returning back to that house. So I'm doing this video because I have tried everything to make it since we got out of that chaos, but nothing has opened up for me yet. I'm looking for work, I'm helping my very broken mother, and I've also been dealing with Douglas and Denise trying to have me arrested for kidnapping my mother. Yes, you guys, they claim to have had no knowledge of us leaving. You see the proof once again in front of you now. And they're spreading the narrative that I've taken my mother hostage and that I'm a danger to her. Please take a listen.
They been knew we were leaving so they could get her room fixed.
I'm giving me a warning that you guys might do that soon, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, okay, so we did that. So this whole, oh, where is she? Text me a minute.
Okay, so all the kids' stuff is still there. It's just mom's room. She just moved.
What's that?
The kids' stuff is still there, or they said everything?
Shauna, I am not leaving my stuff for Adrian and Douglas to go through.
No, that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, unless you think...
What, is it a hostage situation?
That's what he's making it seem. And you're laughing at it, but he's saying I kidnapped my mother.
On the phone, I was just like, it's not a crazy thing. You know, they had to get worked up and stuff, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to take a power nap, and I'll be asleep.
Email you some proof that mom's not sitting in a cage right now. She said anymore. We let her out for the phone calls.
Well, seriously, because first of all, I didn't have his number, because I don't know if it was something with Denise or Doug. I was like, I'm deleting their number. And then I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a scam call. And I was like, wait, Snap doesn't call you this early. So I Googled it and it said his name. I'm like, oh, let me call back, let's see what happened. And then he was just like, they're missing everything's out of the house all the way, you know. Like, of course he wants to get, I know how people are, you want to get people riled up, and I'm not like that. I'm just like, dang, okay, I'll go find out.
It was like, the guy told us it would be from a few weeks to a couple of months, so just be ready. And I was like, well, that's crazy. Yeah. And I said, well, I'm going to need some time, because they were trying to come like right away within like 3 days. And I was like, if you're telling me I need to find a place for upwards of a couple of months, I'm going to need some time. And then Doug was like, okay, well, that's fine. And then I do it, and then they say, she's kidnapped.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
As you could hear, my sister said she was well aware that we were leaving, that Doug and Denise were accusing me of kidnapping or taking our mother hostage, and we're trying to get the family on board with that narrative. She also established that they are the type of people you block if you have the luxury to do so, and the idea of me endangering our mother was outright ridiculous. You could even hear my mother and my children laughing at the stupidity of it all in the background. But it doesn't make the situation any less serious. These people are very guilty and dangerous, and we need help to stop this madness. Friends and fans of Marlena Shaw, please know how sorry I am to put this out here, but I know you guys know me well and know how much my mother, my children, and I love Nana and honor her memory and legacy, which I tried my best to guard from this scandal that our relatives have shamefully created. I mean, I have waited till the last minute to go public. This was truly the last resort. But my mother needs serious help for her health and to reclaim her inheritance. And I'm all out of time and money, and I don't know what else to do. These people need to be brought to justice for what they've done to her and for disgracing Nana and what she worked so hard for her whole life. Her family. We really need your help. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. Please help my family and I, as we are out of money and I only have a place secured until the morning of May 19th. We can't return home until these people have been restrained. There's just too many dangers in it for us. So, although this is a crying shame, and Marlena Shaw's legacy should have no association to a scandal, period, we have no choice but to expose what has happened and are humbly and gratefully receiving donations via Cashapp, PayPal, and GoFundMe to help us as we work to get this resolved. Here's the information now. I will repost it at the end of the video, and it's also in the description box. There's also an email for Nana's friends and fans to reach me. I wish I could have been available to you all sooner like we've always done, but at least now you know why you haven't heard from my mother and I. But we love you and miss you guys. We thank you for the joys you brought to Nana's life. She really saw the global jazz community as her extended family and really, really loved you all. Nana always said that no matter what is going on, you must keep a positive thought. So to honor her and to glorify our Father in heaven, I leave you on a positive note with some of my mother's progress since we got out of that house. And after that, you'll be hearing from your Marlena Shaw, as I'm sharing a snippet from some audio recordings, because yes, we were working on a book for you guys. I hope the joy and the fullness of life in her voice brings comfort to those who mourn and miss her. We love y'all so much. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your help. And please share this out, you guys, because you know how much Marlena Shaw loved her some April. Thank you again. You look very good. Is your head up? Just look straight forward, please. Okay. Look who's standing up. Oh!
Hey. Oh.
You got her? You see? Look who's gonna stand up on her own.
Can you walk?
Huh?
Can she walk?
Almost.
She's standing up all by herself. Okay, this is day 3 in the house. And we got another victory. This young lady, something I ain't seen, and I just walked in here and seen it. I want the children's natural reaction, because we ain't never seen this. We have not seen this. Look at this girl sitting up by herself, not leaning.
Help me.
Mommy, look at you. You're sitting up by yourself eating your food.
Trying to get better.
What? Oh, well, dang. Shoot. Okay.
I think I could touch this roof.
And be proud of yourself. So you keep that head up. Yeah, baby. She's working out. She's building up. She gets strong. That's good. You keep your head up, please.
Together, step. Together, one more step. Together. All right. Good posture.
I got you.
We have our palms up and our elbows are in.
Go ahead, girl. I'm just getting a little video of you.
Throw. Let's go.
We're proud of you.
Throw. Fist. Throw. Fist.
Whew. I'm just running. Got to keep right on running. It's so dark out here because there's no lights. I'm in the country. I'm in the sure enough country, way out here. I'm just going to keep on running until I see... Oh, wait a minute. I think I see a little light down there. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Please give me strength. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yes, there's a light in the... I think that's the telephone booth. Okay, I go inside the booth, and I realize I don't have any money. But thank God this was the time when you didn't have to put money in to reach an operator. So when I got the operator, I asked the operator please to come to the address I need an ambulance, and I need an ambulance for my mother. Oh, thank you, Lord. And then I run back. I feel like I can see everything because I'm running in the right direction. Being in Massachusetts, living with my husband and children. At that point, I had 3. And he had gotten a piano from somewhere. I know you can't shoplift a piano, so obviously he must have paid some money for it. And then I started playing the piano and remembering things from my youth and just singing for no reason. It's like today I just sing for no reason because I'm not looking for money. I just sing because I like to sing. So at this point now I'm singing and anything I could remember, and I started picking up the magazines that had songs in it. They didn't have music in it, but they were called songs like Your Hit Parade, and we also have these Hit Parade magazines in this book that you purchased. And also I became friends with a few of the other wives, and all of us were looking for something else to do because daytime and nighttime in those days were filled with taking care of your kids, because they were, you do what you do in the daytime with kids, and then at night you have to go through. But I saw something in my room. So you're taking care of the kids day and night. So somebody in the crowd suggested that we go to the Three Queens. They had a lady singing. As a matter of fact, I remember her name was Georgia Martin. And we had gone there basically to do some bowling, because in the Massachusetts area that was very popular. You had bowling, and then you had a lounge on the other side. And this lady was singing, and my friends were saying things, because now we were drinking a little beer at the time, not used to it. And they were saying, "Oh, you sing better than this woman. We hear you singing in your apartment down there." And after the lady finished singing, I went and asked the boss. I found out who he was, and I asked him if I could sing a song. And he looked at me, and they were kind of tittering at the bar, like, "Oh yeah, this housewife wants to sing. She's probably drunk. Oh, this is going to be fun." And so I went up to the guy who was playing the piano, and I think I wanted to sing All of Me. And I told him the key, and I was probably whispering when he started playing it, and it was the wrong key. So I went over to the piano and I said, "No, it's here." And sang All of Me. And when I finished, people were applauding and carrying on. And then the boss came over to me at the table with my friends, and he said, "Where are you working next week?" And of course everybody bust out laughing. "Yes, she's got a date with that spray bottle and a rag."